morning, baby. It's the Doug Rising Show. Well, the Doug Rising Show. Well, the Doug Rising Show. I'm Doug Rice, baby. Oh my God, the horns. Can you hear the horns? I can. The echo, it's still there. It's amazing. How you doing? Good morning, Negroes everywhere you want to be. How you doing? I know you're doing okay. All right. 30th of August, 2022. A day that will live in infamy. Not really. It's just I got up this morning. I feel good. How are you, folks? How you doing this morning? Welcome to the Doug Rice Show. I am, in fact, Doug Rice, the one and only. TDRS, the Doug Rice Show. You are here to hopefully enjoy the festivities, the observations, the encouragement to get that goddamned grin off your faces as you walk about this penal colony for Negroes, built for us, by us. That is the point of this broadcast, this live, of this show. This is not a program. You have been programmed. Negroes have been programmed for 400 years to accept the caucasity. It's my intention that we all reject it collectively. And so it is my mission. I have put it upon myself to pick up the mantle and encourage Hebrews everywhere to discard of the caustic caucasity that confines you every day. Anyway, so, that's what I do. What the heck? And I appreciate the support. I appreciate all of the donations. You guys are awesome. I started this January 6, 2021. I watched as the wildlings decided to attack their capital and go so far as to smear feces. Still haven't caught that person. In the walls of their most hallowed and sacred building. By all intents and purposes, the whole place should be torn asunder, destroyed and built anew. But no, all you need do is walk into the Capitol and breathe deeply. You'll smell the residue, the whiff of the leftover fecal matter. Yeah, getting that shit out, and everybody knows it. Come on now. All right, so ever since that day, I've been on a tear. You know what I mean? I've been against this shit. I awoken in 2016, used to be down for the system, And then I read a book, From Hebrew to Negro. And suddenly the scales fell off my blinded eyes, and I started just to get a little frisky. No, I started really researching what it is, what we're about, why we're here, Negroes, Hebrews, all the different things. I went down the cacophony of books, publications. I landed on Minister Dante Fortson. His books, that did it. I can tell you. Let me just say, you quote scripture like every 20 words and every 10 words, you're going to get a believer out of me in what you're saying. And he does that. And Minister Dante Fortson, he turned me on to T.L. Ministries. And ever since then, I have been gliding down the path of knowledge, rejecting caucasity at every turn and encouraging Negroes to do the same. So welcome. Get your asses up and get ready for work. 9:04 in the morning where I'm at. I don't know what time it is where you're at, but wherever you're at, that's where the fuck you are, and you are still a Negro in America. And the only thing I warn and implore you to do is to walk about this place with a goddamn smile on your faces, like you are content with all that's going on, as if you accept all that's being handed to us at light speed ad infinitum. No, I do not accept it. And the only kind of protest, the only kind of uprising I will encourage is one that removes the smile off your faces. Walk about refusing to give the warmth and glow that is the Negro presence. And let people know that as you glide through this place, you have places to be, things to do, and you don't have time to talk, chit-chat, or put anybody at goddamned ease. You stop doing it. Stop thinking everywhere along the lines that you travel throughout this country that you have to wear a fucking smile on your face. I'm telling you, Negroes, that you do not have to do that, and nor should you. Nor show a single sign of satisfaction with the current circumstances that we suffer in this place. Hell to the no. So every day I get up and I show receipts, the proof, and I throw it in your faces, moving faster than the speed of sound, so that it sticks with you as you go about your day. It's imperative that we focus on the kingdom and understand that our deliverance from this god-awful place is near. This is why they're losing their fucking minds. Nothing's changed. There's no change that's come over these individuals who are the progeny of the oppressors who brought us here in slaves. No. Nothing has changed, except for the fact the sun has turned from yellow to white, perhaps affecting the minds of those without melanin. I don't know, but it does appear they're getting vigorous. And so, I do this. I do this to help brothers and sisters trapped here under the circumstance of us being brought here in chains. It should never be forgotten, and we should always be looking for the fucking exits. When did we stop looking for the exits? When they started elevating a few of us to positions of power and prominence. We all thought that maybe we could get a piece of that proverbial pie, but I got to tell you, Negroes, it's not worth it. There's too much you have to give up on the way up. And too much of your ass is shown to the rest of us as you ascend. Come down with the rest of us. Understand where you are and how you got here, Negroes. I implore you. Don't give them the satisfaction of your fucking smile. They don't deserve it. Shall we continue? All right, so now that we've got that established, now that we've built the foundation of why I do what I do, now let's go with, show format. As I said, formatting, erasing that which has programmed you all of these years and placing a new bit of information, something for you to consider, something for you to check. I always encourage you to check my fucking math. All you gotta do is Google it. That's all you do. Anyway, 9:08 in the morning. Hopefully some of you that way are probably on your way into work. Others of you have just arrived, and I know you're grinning and cheesing. I can smell it. Do me a favor, get somewhere by yourself, turn me up in your ears, and get that fucking grin off your face while you do it. Thank you so much. All right. Good morning. 8:30, 2022. Tap the screen, share the live, make comments. I can't read them. Katrina is the moderator. She will boot you just like that if you get out of line, and I commend her. So we start off with some topics. Some narratives, some subjects that I might want to cover. And then we move to Black News with Hebrews. Read over some headlines that might pique your interest, some things you to consider. Go over to Twitter, the Twitterverse, Rug Dicer. That's my handle. You'll see a lot of what I talk about posted there. And let us grab some Folgers. Sit back, relax, take a sip. And dear God, just listen to what the fuck I'm saying. All right, here we go. First things first, folks, the anchor topic. I think we'll get into that. The anchor topic. You know what it's going to be? It's going to talk about this. The anchor topic is all around us. You know what it is? The distractions, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. They got distractions. Boy, they got them left, they got them right, they got them up, they got them down, they got them in, they got them out. Oh, my goodness. The caricatures, the clowns, the caucasity. It's everywhere. And let me tell you, designed to keep your eye off your spiritual ball. Let me tell you something. Don't blink. Don't blink. You may have something in front of you you did not plan. You keep your eyes open, always ready and prepared to reject that which they present to you as acceptable. No. Maintain good character. Trust and believe the distractions are there to test it every single moment of your goddamn life. And let me tell you what I mean. All of the things that we see, we hear, we read about, the things that I report, some of the very things I talk about, can be looked upon as distractions designed to take Negroes off their square. You see, some of us, so many of us are squaring up these days. Can you feel it? As insane as our doppelganging counterparts are losing their minds, we seem to be finding ours. And it feels good. Feels good as we slowly grow independent of that which has latched on to us for so long, teaching us nothing. And as the separation is felt, it is palpable. They feel us pulling away from them. And the only thing that can save them from our absence are distractions. Oh, yeah, distractions. Oh, they're doing them left and right. Oh, man, rocket launches, caricatures. I mean, shocking shit. They're pulling out the stops to stop you from coming to your goddamn senses. Oh, no, they want you deep in the world. They want you so deep in the world. They'll pull distractions out that will make you go, But give them only momentary time in your memory and then dismiss them offhand. Turn your attention back to the kingdom of Almighty God, fast approaching this place. The ultimate distraction. All the things that you see going on, the alarm and the call for us to now come together. That is a hell of a distraction, isn't it? They're using words like our democracy. They're using words like us and we. All the things that we look for as telltale signs of things getting real bad. You're starting to reach out to Negroes for help. You want to talk about unity and shit. No. No, the distractions are real, but they're not that fucking real. I mean, you're not going to distract me into helping you out of this fucking mess. I did not get you into this mess. In fact, your hatred for us seems leading the way to your own demise. And now you, upon distracting, left, right, up, down, want suddenly for help. While you dangle a carrot this way and ask for help that way, some of us are looking both ways and not crossing that fucking street. The distractions are real. They're going to the moon. What? No, they're not. Oh, yes, they are. Why are they going to the moon? Where are you going? What are you trying to do? Where are you going? What do you think you're doing? Where are you going? What are you getting all nervous for? Why are you getting all fucking nervous? What's wrong? You want us to look this way, that way, this way, that. I can't keep up. Suddenly I understand maybe this is all a lure. Maybe this is planned event time. I don't know, because they want to give it to us in every direction and they want to give it to us all the time. But I want to tell Hebrews and Negroes in this country, aware of their plight and how they got here, don't be fooled by all they're offering by way of lights and dazzlement. Understand God Almighty is approaching this planet. I believe that's what they're trying to distract us from. Don't be distracted. It's real. Oh, next. Distraction, next. The reason I say this leading to the next subject, folks, I got to tell you, I just got to be 100% honest with you. I want you to hold on to your shit. Are you ready? Because I'm Doug Rice. I'm not going to fucking lie. Here we go. It's not going to be okay. Now, you might want to sit back, take some Folgers, and just take that in. Don't be alarmed. Relax. You're Hebrews. But as for everyone else, it's not going to be okay. Look, what I'm saying is I'm looking at the pundits, I'm looking at them on TV, I'm looking at them everywhere you don't want them to be, and they are crying and sounding the alarm of impending doom and a closure to the democracy that they've depended on and loved so much. And they are shouting to high heavens that we must save this democracy. This precious thing that has done nothing for Negroes is something now Negroes must put their lives on the line to protect. And let me just tell you folks, nothing is going to work to correct their current path. It's not going to be okay. This one they won't recover from, ladies and gentlemen. Family, I need to tell you, in short, this place is done. They've imploded, turned on themselves. They are now cannibalizing themselves at a pace that is defying imagination. And as we watch them panic, Negroes must become calm. Don't enjoin in what is going on. There is no hope for this circumstance. They've made the bed. They must lie down. The house is on fire, and Negroes must leave. That's all. No, it's not going to be okay. It's not going to be okay. So I need you all to prepare to leave, prepare to at least be in motion. Look at who they are setting up to lead them in the coming year. Look at the coming laws that will go into effect come January 1st. Tell me how you think it is going to be okay, and I'll listen. Otherwise, pack your gear. We're out of here. I like that one. That was a pretty... Yeah, they're tuning in, too. They're tuning in, left and right. We got folks surrounding us right now. They are tuned in to the frequency of anger. That's right, folks. You better hear what I'm saying. And it's an infection being passed from person to person, from insecurity to malevolent insecurity, from grievous to grievance. And it's deadly. It's deadly to Negroes. It's an infection, a frequency of anger being transmitted expertly and with precision directly into the minds of those tired and afraid and weak, scared of being replaced with nothing on their minds more than white supremacy. These are the facts. And they're all tuned into this frequency collectively. And it grows in intensity. And more are becoming aware, self-aware of what drives their anger. And they're prepared more and more to act out. We had 11 murders over the past few days, I believe, here in Phoenix. We got folks acting out everywhere. The sun seems more intent on being intense. The frequencies that are being transmitted, being picked up by those that can't handle the pressure. 27-year-old girl committed suicide. Well-to-do young lady, promising career, out of nowhere, ended her life. The frequency of anger, the frequencies are everywhere. All right, well, what are we doing? Oh, I'm still with you. It's 9/19. It's the 30th. I believe it's Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. What do I got? Hey, I need you to go to negroscentral.com. I need you to go to BU Book, that's B-E, the letter U, book, BOOK.org. I need you to go to brewtube.org, BREWTUBE.org, because everywhere that we want to have a discussion or express ourselves is being censored and sanctioned and shadow banned. I'm looking at time after time, brothers and sisters being put in time out, being canceled out, thrown out of these social media platforms, used to not only connect but express what it is we are experiencing as those of us the only ones here against our own will. Everyone else here because they want to be. So I want to make that understood. All right, I'm going to tell you guys a secret. Bring it in. I want to tell you a secret. I want to tell you something I experienced called, and I know most of you, some of you have heard of this shit. It's called Bell's palsy. I don't know if you've heard of this shit, right? Barely recovered, thank God, barely recovered well. I believe there's a secret regarding this kind of ailment, and it involves those frequencies, the same frequencies that I talk about from time to time. As I became to come awake, I started looking at information regarding certain subjects, very sensitive subjects, clearly, conditioned on theories involving, some things that weren't above board, having to do with the Catholic Church, conspiracy theories, things of that nature. And what I found out is that the closer you get to information that may in fact not be in their best interest for you to know, it may in fact have a physical effect on you in attempting to obtain that information. Now, I don't know if it's embedded in whatever coding they're used to film it or project it. I don't know if it's deeper than that, and it's of a spiritual nature. But what I did know is I felt it, and I determined to keep the fuck away from it. So just be careful of what you determine to study and how deep you go. The rabbit hole has no end. Thought I'd share that. Somebody said that it was interesting. I don't know how interesting it is. All right, here we go. A little water. Welcome. Once again, Doug Wright Show. Some of you just tuning in. Did the opening. We're going over some subjects, and we'll get to black news. The next thing I want to talk about is Negroes. No fear. Now, it's not just a state of being. It's not just a suggestion. It's a mandate. It's the only way that you will survive what is surely coming. No fear. Cannot panic. Can't be alarmed at what you're going to see, what you're going to hear. You're going to be astonished at what's coming. And the only reason I can say that with certainty is how they seem to prepare in getting excited about seemingly nothing here yet. So, as you walk about this place, I know that some of you can feel that settlement within you, a resolve, a conclusion that you've come to, as we watch those oppressors lose their collective minds. We have to maintain no fear within this community of Negroes. And I can sense and know that most of you understand what I'm talking about, what I think might be happening. Of course, it's prophetic, it's biblical. You have to believe in scriptures to know what I'm speaking of. So Negroes, please steel yourselves. This shit's going to get wild. Real wild. All right, the parallels. Parallels is telling me what the fuck's going on. I look at what they're doing as opposed to what was done. Let me tell you where we are at. We are so close to pre-war Nazi Germany, you can smell it. They want to act like Nazi Germans so bad. They want to burn books. They want to cancel history. They want to tell lies, and they want to be supreme. Next, they'll want to goose step. I mean, what is going on? It's as if history is forcing itself into a repeat. Only this time, they've got some calculus going on. They got folks that are, they're making some bets, and they're making some provisions. The parallels. We're not just the only folks that see pre-Nazi Germany in America's future. And I dare say there are a collective group of people with some interests that are held here in the United States that may not allow this country to go into the civil war they seem so hell-bent in going. So the parallels may stop at initiation. And who knows what will happen after that. I don't think they're going to take 4 years to put this rebellion down. I don't think they're going to allow the United States to lose its collective minds. There's too much here that doesn't belong to them. And so, as I hurt the feelings of those who are listening, I need to tell you once again, you may be going into change. You may be going into slavery. I know that's a hard pill to swallow for some of you so hell-bent on keeping your rights in order. But you may end up with just the right to exist and nothing more. Okay, that's good enough for me. All right, so we're halfway through it. I don't know. It's 9:25. I'm trying to give you some of my good material. Who knows? I got a lot of things working in the background, trying to get things situated, as we call it. Tap the screen, share the live. Please pay attention to the links that Katrina puts up. For those of you that are getting booted out on your way out, please look out. Don't fall out. Just be out. All right. Here we go. Part 2, news for Hebrews. We're going to go through it. I looked up some good stuff today. I think we got a good collection. First thing that hit me, Meghan Markle, wife of Harry, she says that she was only treated like a black woman after she began dating Harry. Guess it was an eye-opening experience, huh? She had gone through her life not acting like a sister, you know. And now when she dated this dude, they let her know who she was. I guess that was an eye-opening experience, huh, Megan? You're going to be all right. You'll be all right. I just thought that was interesting. That was right there. Black Americans have a clear vision for reducing racism, but little hope it will happen. Now, the reason I read this one, because it almost lays at the feet of Negroes the responsibility to stamp out racism in this country. It does not lay at our feet to fix your problems. Please don't make it such. It's ridiculous. You know, whatever is going on in the minds of individuals who have a problem with Negroes can't change that. Here's the poll. Black Americans see racism as a persistent challenge, and few say the country's racial reckoning has brought change. Was there a racial reckoning that I missed? Because that comes from, what is Jennifer Agiesta, no relation to us at all. 2/3 of Black Americans say that recent increased focus on race and racial inequality. Oh, is that the racial reckoning? No, the racial reckoning includes pay. Reckoning imbibes compensation. There's no compensation. Ain't nothing happening. There has never been, nor will there ever be, a racial reckoning in the United Snakes of America. Stop looking for it. You need to just stop. Racial reckoning, please. All right. Chris Rock rejects Oscars host gig and compares offer to OJ trial. So they offered Chris Rock the ability to host the Oscars again next year. He said no. But then he compared that offer to the O.J. Simpson trial. He walked right into it too, because he said something off color about what happened in Nicole Brown Simpson, and now he's back in the Caucastic doghouse. Learn when to shut up, Chris. Come on, man. All right. 5 black celebrities dominating the cannabis industry. They got the money to do that. I'm glad for them. What else we got? 2 more R. Kelly accusers testify at trial in Chicago. What the fuck is going on with R. Kelly? How long is a fucking trial? How many trials is this dude having? I thought they washed him. I thought he was in jail and done. And well, there's more? Let me ask you a question. I mean, they got R. Kelly. Okay, bro, whatever. Boom. Right? But nobody's talking about Rob Lowe. Nobody talking about his 32-year-old ass dating a 16-year-old. It being all over the news and then forgotten. And now he's doing Atkins diet, which I believe works. It's a meat-only diet, I believe. Anyway. What is this? Yet this guy's trial just is this continue. What is this? 2 more? Is there how many more? Is there more coming? Damn, R. Kelly, boy, what's wrong with you? You're gonna be busy, Jesus, I mean, you Creep. All right. The press secretary of the United States, Karine Jean-Pierre, she insists that migrants are not walking into the United States. Please understand that Karine Jean-Pierre is herself an immigrant. Just the irony there. All right, let's continue. Baby. Dennis Rodman's daughter, Trinity Rodman, the highest paid player in National Women's Soccer League. How is that news and why do I care? I don't know. I didn't bother to read. I'm just, how did that make it? Of course, they're probably paying her as much as she can because they're scared of what you might do if they don't. You look kind of weird there, bro. I'm intimidated. I figured if we're hiring her daughter, I'm just hearing the conversation, in the front office, How much you gonna pay her? As much as we fucking can. Do you want her father coming here complaining? Pay her more than anybody in the whole league. Simple conversation. Are black Moroccans free from racism despite reforms passed by King Mohammed VI? Well, if you gotta ask. You cannot legislate hate away. You can't dictate racist prejudice sentiment away. You can't pray it away. You can't wish it away. Shit, you can't even beat it away. It just has to go away. That's all. Ostracize, maybe something like that. Maybe ostracize the folks that are racist. You just put them persona non grata, like, you do have nothing to do with white supremacists or white supremacy. Maybe make it outlawed. Maybe illegalize the KKK. Maybe outlaw Proud Boys, the KKK. No, never, ever, ever. So don't ask if black Moroccans are free from racism. If they're black Moroccans, no. Moving on. I'm just saying. Stop. This was interesting. Oh, no, it wasn't. I thought maybe it was, but it isn't. Oh, wow. I think they changed the news on me on that particular tab. What is this? I'm a transgender veteran. And I fought for your right to hate me. Blonde-haired, blue-eyed woman staring at me right now, saying that she's a trans, and she fought for my right. First, if somebody hates you because you're transgender, just saying that ain't gonna move the needle. They don't give a fuck about what you did. That's the self. This is what they're doing. They're cannibalizing themselves in this country. They gave themselves permission during the Obama administration to be everything they wanted to be, and during the Trump administration, they realized they hated themselves for it. And now they're going to eat themselves, like the snake eating its own tail. Negroes need to just sit back, understand you never were a part of this shit. Those are woke black people. Those of us that suddenly wake up and go, you know what? This was never, ever, ever meant for us. This was never meant for us. And when you wake up and smell that coffee, things become a bit more clearer. Folgers, baby. I love that shit. All right, let's continue. I got news, baby. Oh, I got news, baby. 50 Cent is at it with T.I. over some challenge. I don't understand the shit. I just don't. I understand. I mean, why are the brothers always, we got, and they highlight it. It becomes news. The worst thing in the world was Will Smith smacking Chris Rock during an Oscar ceremony directed and controlled by brothers. That set the litmus test in the tone. Now we got to deal with this shit. Meanwhile, Will goes hiding in India and Chris Rock says something off color. We all just need to bring it in and understand we just fucked up out here amongst this bullshit. Look at what they do to us. Look at what happens to us. Saw an interview with Lizzo. This woman was talking the most Jezebelic talk I've ever, and just for shits and giggles she's doing this. That's not us. We're not them. All the things that we've learned, we need to unlearn from this god-awful place, and I mean quick before God comes back. Dear God. Okay. Tired of being ignored while the rich get richer. Bernie Sanders. Bernie! I don't care about the rich getting richer. I just want some money. I don't give a fuck about them getting money. I don't give a fuck about that. You focused on the wrong shit, Bernie. You trying to speak for people and say that we are tired of being ignored while the rich get richer. I don't give a fuck about the rich getting richer. They need that shit. You wanna see why? What you think a hungry rich man will do to you? Moving on, baby. The Doug Rice Show. All right, TDRS. One dead, 2 hospitalized after seniors given dishwashing soap instead of juice. I don't get it. That's in San Mateo. 1 dead, 2 hospitalized after seniors giving dishwashing soap. Either that was intentional, as Detrina said immediately. That's intentional. Somebody gave him dishwashing soap as opposed to juice. That does sound intentional. That sounds like somebody was living a little too long in the home. And before they left, I wasn't going to get nothing on the will, so I paid the dish. No. Okay, I'll stop. I'll stop. Relax. I can hear Detrina right now. Stop. Georgia DA prosecuting Young Thug and Gunna defends citing rap lyrics as evidence and says, I'm going to use it. What the fuck did you think was going to happen? What did you think? You name yourself Young Thug and Gunna. You commence to spreading your vile, diseased entertainment throughout our communities, just promoting the nonsensical caricature that is negrosity in its worst form. Get busted doing something idiot-like, being as wealthy as you are. And the proof is in the very lyrics you create that creates your wealth. The apropos nature of this experience, no. Use that shit. You want to be a young thug? You got to go all the way. Yeah, you get out of prison, hopefully, and you will be a young thug. Maybe an old thug. Dumb thug. All right, what else? Hey, I'm just saying. So a cult somewhere, I believe in somewhere in the east. This is the sun, I'm telling you right now. This is in Kagan City in China. Some cultists got together and said that an 84-year-old woman, that her sins were of such significance that they needed to burn her alive. That happened in that town 7 hours ago. They burned an 84-year-old woman alive, thrown into a fire by 11 members of her own clan because of her great sins. 84. You waited until I was 84. So what did it for you? What was the thing that just pushed it all over? What was it? What did she do? What was that final thing at 84 years old that just moved the needle just enough for 11 of you crazed motherfuckers to pick an 84-year-old woman up and throw her in fire? You're telling me the sun is not baking motherfuckers' brains? You sure now? Because that's new. I ain't never heard of that shit before. 11 motherfuckers just got together and decided they're going to throw 84-year-old woman in fire because of her sins. You do know that it's up to us to straighten this mess out, right? You see, it's a mess. It's a hot fucking mess. And so it will be our charge, the charge of Hebrews, Negroes everywhere, to bring about true worship, for God's sake, around the planet, because, well, they're throwing 84-year-old women in fire because of their sins, and I'm pretty sure the Creator said not to do that. So let's not. Don't do that. All right, let's continue. Oh, classmate arrested after allegedly shooting a 13-year-old at Oakland school 4 hours ago. Yeah, it's America. You like this? This is what's happening. Keeping it 100, shall we? What do you want? There's another one. You send your children to school. You expect your children to be safe. You expect teachers to do their job. Hell, you expect fucking metal detectors. How about a fucking stop and frisk? I sent my 13-year-old to school. They're not coming home today. Okay, so we'll just leave that alone. I mean, I won't even get into the details. It's not worth it. Black, Hispanic, Asian babies born very early are less likely to receive life-saving measures. No. You mean black babies and babies that remind the doctors and nurses of black babies are less likely to receive life-saving measures, because that's the target. I'm getting sick of it. Stop trying to get to our thing. They don't hate you like that. They don't hate none of you like that. I don't know where this is. You glom on to our experience when you experience something that we experience. But the experience that we experience are nothing near the experiences experienced by you. If you were to experience the experiences that we experience, and let me tell you, the experience is quite an experience. I mean, the burning alive, the hanging from trees, the setting afire, the castration, the rape. I mean, all of it, the enslavement. For God's sake, I can't imagine how many Hispanics and Asians have suffered such a fate consistently and continuously throughout the history of the United States. So please do not glom on to the Negro experience. It is not yours. It's ours. I know. They mistake you for us. It's fucked up, isn't it? Okay. Moving on. Hey, I told you shit going on makes me nervous. Pope Francis elevates a new class of cardinals. What the fuck is going on? What you preparing for? Why are you elevating people now? What you doing? Boy, the activity that is going on, if it doesn't tell you there's something going on, I don't know what's going on, folks. You know what I'm saying. I mean, it's all around us, and we're calm. I feel this calmness, this sureness come over my countenance. I see it amongst my family, royal line of David, true Israel, trapped here through prophetic circumstance, soon to be delivered from this god-awful place, from amongst these god-awful people who are just god-awful. It feels good, doesn't it, just to know. But this boy appointing and elevating new classes of cardinals, well, that make me a little nervous in the service. All right, we'll continue. Hey, you fly? 2 airplane pilots get into a cockpit fistfight during the flight, forcing the cabin crew to intervene. They got fired, but I'm just saying, whoa! You ever heard of that before? And they're close to the sun. You with me? Walk with me. 2 pilots in the air, sun beaming on them. You know that sun that turned from yellow to white? Beaming on them for hours. All of a sudden, they at each other's throat in the cockpit. You ever heard of pilots fighting in the cockpit? Tell me. I'll wait. You ain't heard that shit. You know why you ain't heard that shit? Because that shit ain't happened before. You know why? Because shit that's happening ain't happened before. The sun, motherfuckers. You know I'm telling the truth. You know you can't stop thinking about that shit. Do you fly? Do you fly? You better make sure the pilots are brothers. No, hold up. You the pilot? Nah, partner. Nah, y'all got somebody else. No, you need to put some sunscreen on, dog, if you don't get up in front. Okay? You and Bob. I don't know what the fuck you do. You got a screen shade, you ain't got to see shit to fly. I don't want the sun hitting these 2 clowns. Get some brothers in the cockpit. You know I'm telling the truth. That proves it. It proves it. Pilots don't fight in a cockpit. Come on. Hey! Black tea may reduce death risk. Government study says. Folks, I don't understand how this isn't front page news everywhere. Listen to that. Black tea may reduce death risk. Government study says. What is it? What? Effectively, what I'm reading here is saying that black tea may be, in fact, a preventer of death. Is it? Nobody cares, and you just buy black tea, drink it, and live. Boom. Black tea, this one says black tea may reduce death risk. Just death risk. The risk of death. Black tea reduces the risk of death. That to me is headline news, and that's what I'm closing with. All right. All right, folks, I got to go. You know I'm losing my voice. I've been at this 45 minutes. And that was the last thing that I got. Well, wait. Chris Rock blasted over disgusting joke making light of Nicole Brown Simpson's murder. Jesus, boy. What the hell's you doing? What? Chris, what's wrong with you, boy? You can't stop talking about these women? See, now I think you got a problem. Boy, it almost looked like maybe Will might have been in his right mind. What the hell you talking about this chick for now? Stop talking about females, Mr. Rock. Keep your mouth closed. All right, that's it. I got to go. I'm done. I got to go. I got things to do. It's 9:46. It's almost 10 o'clock in the morning. Plus, you got to go back to work. The only thing that I'm going to close with is what I always close with. You know. I mean, what day is it? Tuesday? It's a goddamn good day to get that fucking grin off your face. Yes, it is. I mean, you ain't got to start now, but you got to start. Let me tell you. How much proof do you need that smiling puts you at a disadvantage walking about this place as a Negro in America? I can only imagine 100,000 of our queens gone missing, probably with the start of a smile. Somebody smiled at them and they got them in a compromising position and took our women. They're vanishing. Smiling is a handicap. It puts you at a disadvantage because that smile that you get back is not real. It's only acknowledgement of the receipt of your warmth. It's a pitiful thank you for all you provide. Deny that warmth and get that fucking grin off your faces. Just think about the folks that are in the ground because of somebody's bad day and the fact that they were black in their vision. Think about all of the things that we've read, all the things that are being done to us, against us, at us. To walk about this place skinning and grinning with a shit-eating grin on your face is just an insult to all that's been suffered by so many who are not here to enjoy it. You want to smile, smile amongst each other. Otherwise, don't do that. All right, I gotta go. All right, I gotta go. Jesus. Trina, thank you so much. Thank you for all your support. Thanks for your comments. Thanks for all that you do. Do please support this effort. And, I'm Doug Rice, the one and only on YouTube. I'm Rug Dicer on Twitter. DUGRYCE pretty much everywhere else. Thanks again, and you guys have a wonderful day. I don't remember, but look, it's Tuesday. They got a 40-page document about to come out from the Justice Department regarding this whole Trump thing. Nerves are frayed. Oh, they're nervous. Oh, and they're in their feelings. You know that? So you walk about the country and you seem seemingly around calm and sane people, but that's not the fucking case. You're being fooled. You're being deceived. There's an energy that's being created within the minds and the psyche of individuals that surround you, seemingly normal, yet excited, ready, waiting, triggered. The only thing that might keep them at arm's length is you not opening yourself up to their environment. Just say no. When they come at you and they want to know anything about you and they want to discuss, just say no. When they want to interact and discuss the plight of black men and women and themselves and the interaction and all of the things, just say no. Now, how do you say no? I mean, just coming out and saying it. That's kind of... But I always say you deliver a message by your look. And you can stop them dead in their fucking tracks before they even think about asking you a question just designed to keep them at ease. The best way to do this, my friends, the only way I think you can do it without initiating some physical response, is get that goddamn grin off your faces! Don't you feel better? I know I do. I can't end it. I can end it.